it's Manchester United on the horizon, really, and I cannot wait. And I was speaking to you and everyone on social media. We're looking forward to the game. As much as we do like to laugh currently at the state of Manchester United, we can't very much underestimate them, because I tell you, there's one thing that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will do. He will rile up his team really to players. Last year it was, especially Old Trafford, mate. It was a very dull occasion really, and it was due to mainly injuries.
Yeah. I think, okay, we've had an unbelievable start to the season. 8 wins out of 8, 24 points, 8 points clear of the season. I mean, you wouldn't have dreamt of that, to be honest with you, at the start of the season. Especially with the pre-season we had, which was up and down. So, didn't bring players in. We brought Adrian in late as a replacement goalkeeper, and one or two young lads like Elliot and Steph van den Berg. But realistically, we didn't buy. Everybody was saying we need an attacking midfielder, we need a striker. We didn't get them. We could get them in January, but we're in a great position. And the big thing for me is we haven't hit top gear yet, which is unbelievable. We haven't actually played well. We played well against Arsenal at times. We played well against Norwich at times. 1 or 2 games we played well, but we actually haven't. If you look over the 8 games, we haven't played really consistently brilliant, but we're getting the results. And that's a really good sign for the future going forward. That is a really, really. But believe me now, I love it. I'll tell you, that's going to be a tough game on Sunday. United are absolute muck. They've 9 points. At the worst run, I think, in 30 years. It's one of the worst United teams you'll ever see. But I'll tell you, they'll give Liverpool a game. They will give at Old Trafford. They just cannot lose that game. That could be Ole's last game. If they lose or got battered, I would fear for Ole, because I think, but I'd expect Liverpool to go there, be confident. Go there with confidence, for God's sake. None of this 0-0. Just take the 0-0 draws. Let's go. They've only scored 2 goals in more than 1 game. In the league.
Hopefully Salah and Firmino can get very much on the score sheet. I think the last Liverpool player to score at Old Trafford was James Milner from the penalty spot. Really, and I think Salah, he'll want to break his duck really, score at Old Trafford. But I tell you what, you hit the nail on the head there, mate, really. And so, in terms of our current form, really, us two and the whole Liverpool fan base, we're not getting carried away. As much as the media, any fans out there, really, rival fans, no, we're 8 games in. The season is very long, 30-odd games left to go in the season. The only people that are saying Liverpool, you're talking about winning the league.
It's Pep Guardiola.
It's
fraud. He's mentioning Liverpool saying they've won it already. It's absolute bullshit. Bullshit.
Absolute nonsense, really, mate. In terms of what you were talking about there, mate, the current form, really, I think it was very much periods last season, really. I don't know. I want to know your thoughts, everyone as well at home. How do you reckon Liverpool can very much capture the best form, really? I think we've got to play our best football, obviously in the best games, really. And this weekend coming up, it's a prime time, really, for the likes of Salah. It was a very weird game for Salah in the Champions League game, mate. Obviously, he got the goals, but I want to know your thoughts and everyone, Dave. It was very frustrating. Johnny was picking up the ball. He did get his goals, but he was very much sometimes losing possession. And if you're doing that against the top teams, i.e. Manchester United, you've got good threats in attack, and then you have a bigger teams. No disrespect to the other team that we played in the Champions League anyway, but...
Jack, I know you won't believe it, but there was a stat I seen yesterday, I think it was in the Liverpool Echo. This is Salah's best start to the season.
Is it?
Even in his 44-goal season, he has 6 goals and something like 3 assists. His first season when he got 44 goals, he had the same amount of goals, and I think he'd 1 less assist. So believe it or not, after 8 league games, this is his best start. So everybody's talking about Salah being this, being that. He probably will never get 44 goals again, but he's at 20-plus Premier League goals every year is unbelievable for me. And do never discount his position in the squad and how much he means to the team of being on that sheet. Because not only does he mean a lot to Liverpool, but I can tell you now,
opposition,
like the United playing him, do not want to see his name on the sheet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
If he's injured and not on the starting 11, I'm telling you, that's a big bonus for the opposition. So He does a lot of stuff off the ball. A lot of defenders are thinking about him, probably even doubling up on him.
Yeah.
And leave Mane free, leave Firmino free. So even if he's not scoring, just his presence on the pitch for me is huge. So
Yeah, spot on, mate. Really, when you look at United, it's they've brought in Harry Maguire, haven't they, for very, very much big money. I think the problem was bigger, like it is with Arsenal. I could very much say with United and Arsenal, very much before we got Alisson and Van Dijk. Both defences really are very poor. Harry Maguire, he can't stop all the goals United are leaking anyway, but he does help improve them really, mate. But I think that's something we can look to very much expose really, as well as he's fantastic at reading the game, mate. But I think, as you were mentioning there with Salah, Mane, those two players more in particular, just very much trying to get off the back of him, really. I think coming up at the weekend, just try and play him behind him and expose really.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm always nervous around United games, even when even that they're shit. My dog Luna's gone mad. When they mentioned United, start barking.
All right.
I'm going to go for Liverpool to beat them 2-1, but it won't be easy, as I said.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take any type of win at Old Trafford, to be honest, which I really would. We don't have a great record there, but it's going to be a really tough game. I think the big key for me is, obviously, it's international break, so we haven't got everybody back yet, so it's hard to know what the starting lineup's going to be. You probably can't talk about that till Thursday, but I think he'll pick his famous three that he always does. Gini, Hendon, Fabinho. I can't see him changing from they're fit. Why? Away from home, he always sticks with those three. Always.
Don't change your winning formula, mate. That's what I always say. Those three, most importantly, I think. Henderson, there's been 1 or 2 games where he's been off the boil, but you can excuse that because he's not always going to play 100%. And it was rightly that, obviously, James Milner, or if you get a couple of the other lads to come in, obviously Ox is coming back as well. Shaqiri, if he plays him in midfield. Yeah, Naby's come back. Yeah, fingers crossed, Keita. I think, you never know, Keita, it could be more or less like a new signing, mate. We haven't really seen him. If he stays fit.
Ox and Naby could be 2 signings.
Yeah, I tell you what.
But there's question marks over the fitness, so there always will be.
But I tell you what, like when there is going to be games this season, there will be games that we do very much struggle to, like it was against Sheffield United. We as much as the chances we did have, very much didn't take a lot of them anyway in terms of that game. Obviously Mane missing 2 sitters really, not really sitters, but 2 chances really. But Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think I wouldn't be surprised if you seen 1 or 2 of them get dropped into that midfield, mate. But we wouldn't want to change it. Yeah, I can see him starting with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Really, just in terms of when you do look at United, obviously you lost Andrew Herrera to PSG through the summer anyway. You haven't really replaced his guile and his just willingness to run at opponents. Pogba, far too lazy. He's living off his World Cup winners medal. Yeah, he's still in Dubai. It's ridiculous. It just proves how poorly run Manchester United are from a footballing sense. Great PR and everything really, but Paul Pogba's swanning her out, so I don't think he'll play against Liverpool, which would be a huge plus. Regardless of Paul Pogba's attitude, he's got the quality, but it's if he wants to apply it really in big games, and I don't think he has.
No, the other big thing for me is whether or not Liverpool draft Alisson back. Now, I know he's fit to play. He's another week of training in Melwood.
Yeah.
If I was the manager now, and we've had Adrian in there, a big game at Old Trafford, I don't know when I'd switch it.
No.
I think I'm easing into a home game, Jack.
Yeah, definitely so, mate. Everyone let us know, would you bring...
Put him on the bench and ease him into maybe a home game. I'm not saying handy home game, but a home game.
Yeah.
And then start. I just don't think I'd mix it up.
Yeah, we've already spoke about it, mate, haven't we? And I think when we've been speaking to our subscribers on both the channels, it's going to be a difficult scenario for Jurgen, because Jurgen's caught in 2 minds. Yeah, he's bought Alisson, fantastic, one of the world's best goalkeepers on the planet, but it'd be very unfair on Adrian. And really, if you look at Adrian's current form, really, the way in which he's played under Jurgen Klopp anyway, he's been you look at it, he's been one of our best players over this current run, really, mate.
Yeah.
When he has been called upon.
No, he's done well. He's done really well. He's fit in nicely. Nice second keeper to have, of course. I'm sure Queeve Keller and these type of players wouldn't be happy with it, thinking they'll get in. But it's just a nice bit of experience as well. Obviously helps, Premier League experience as well. Obviously with West Ham.
Yeah.
But the big thing for me is, as you said earlier, the likes of Naby Keita, the likes of Oxlade, even the likes of Shaqiri, Shaq Meister, Roblox boy has been forgotten about all of a sudden. And remember what he did against United last season. I know
another one of them, please.
There's something going on there. He's not getting in.
No.
I don't know. Something serious must have happened between him and Doc, or the maybe Pep Linders or one of these guys. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
I'm going to go for a 4-0 Liverpool. I can't see. Yeah, I can't see. I'm looking for a classic Rafa Benitez, get everyone to leave the stadium early job, really.
The Torres.
Yeah, he should be the 10.
Yeah. You know me, I'm a bit more easy with score lines. I think there'll be only a goal in it, but I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. But I don't care once we get the 3 points.
Yeah, everyone.
Premier League record of 18 wins and 18 wins. If we beat them,
yeah,
and we'll have a chance probably in the home game next then to win it. So another thing as well, Jack.
Yeah.
On the Saturday, Manchester City have a tough one. They go to Crystal Palace. We don't play until Sunday. There's another game.
Hopefully Townsend can score an absolute cracker.
Even a draw there would be nice going into the United game.
Just
cupper, you know.
Yeah. Everyone, leave your thoughts and your score predictions about the Manchester United game as well. We'll talk a bit about Manchester City, mate, whilst we're on it. Who would have thought, really? Wolves? Yeah, Wolves are a fantastic side, but I looked at that and felt Man City, really. Yeah.
I was in Liverpool last weekend, as you know. I was in the Arkles pub, around the corner from Anfield, and I was sitting down talking to two Austrian Liverpool fans. I was on a few points. They were actually playing darts, and the game wasn't live, so it was the Southampton-Chelsea game.
Yeah.
On my phone came up half-time 0-0. I was going, draw me a great result here, All of a sudden, it comes up on my phone. Traore had scored, I think it was 80th or 79th minute. What? So, it was raining at the time, so I decided to go from the Arkles up Anfield Road, walking in the rain, bit of rain, all the way up to Hotel Tia, because I knew that was close to where I was staying. We'd have a point there, and hopefully it was going to be a win for our Wolves. And I was high-fiving the stewards go up by Anfield, telling them that Liverpool or City were losing 1-0. They didn't believe it.
Yeah.
And then when I just got into Hotel Tia, the second goal went in, and it was a late second, so it was over. It was a Carlsberg weekend, as I said. City losing, United losing to Newcastle. Then later on in the day, 1-0. Longstaff scoring an anagram of Divock Origi, of course. then you had Everton losing to Burnley, Spurs losing 3-0 to Brighton up my weekend. Only Chelsea won, which would have been like extra special, but epic. Liverpool getting the late winner as well.
It's one of those weekends you've got to capitalise. I think under Rafford and other previous managers, there has always been the case of when those weekends have happened. Obviously, before we had Jürgen, it was very much a case of Liverpool did drop points when those teams did as well. Really, mate. But everyone, let me know your thoughts on Manchester United games coming up anyway. Me and Dave will be producing a lot more content anyway, so if you've got any questions really you want it answered in the next couple of episodes anyway, leave them in the comment section below.
Never forget the 96. I got this badge outside in actually Hotel Tia on the day before on the actual day of the game. Jamie Webster was playing up on the balcony in Hotel Tia. The likes of John Aldridge was there and Sammy Hippia. I met Sammy on the following day.
I've seen that, mate.
He's a big boy, Sammy Hippia. Wow.
Imagine him inverted at the back. He'd have like the Anfield wall or something.
Oh yeah, he's a big lad.
But yeah, Dave, just before we end the show anyway, if you haven't subscribed to Dave anyway, make sure you do head over. Dave LFC chat anyway. Dave, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Getting tongue-tied there. You've enjoyed today's episode. I've loved every single second of it. But as well as the international football. Check up on my channel and Dave's channel as well, anyway, for content, mate. But nice one for coming on, mate. Always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
No problem, my friend. We'll talk soon. We maybe do a preview Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, definitely. I'll try and get a Manchester United fan, a couple of my mates anyway.
I'll try and get Mark Overage.
Yeah, try and get Mark if we can. But yeah, everyone, have a quality rest of your day. Dave, you too, mate. I'll speak to you very soon. And as always, everyone, thank you very much for staying tuned on the channel and watching the video up until now. You're absolute legends if you are. 17 odd minutes in anyway. But we'll see you throughout the week for new episodes anyway. But as always, Reds, you'll never walk alone. And come on.